Um, Hi. Hi to all, my name is Ihor Kroosh. I'm software engineer at Rails Reactor. My GitHub is stylist, and my mail is ihor@kroosh.me. So today I'm gonna talk about the tracking user actions in your app, like a big brother watching you, you know. What's the main problems in the development of the applications? As I see, the main problem in development is bug fixing. After we have the currently working application, the tracking of all activity. When you need to know who done this action, who did this action, and when this action was done, and where this action was done, and so on. And also, currently, all the services need to have some integration. We need to call some third-party APIs, and sometimes it's okay just to have a test and to, just to have some recorded version of the response, the request and the response to this API. But sometimes you need like a full log of actions because you need to prove that you're right in the integration, and you need to show something to the customer and to show something to this third-party API. How usually with the bug fixing and some tracking and some API calls. Okay, so by default, how do we do bug fixing? It just if we have a bug, if user reports a bug or the QA reports a bug, we go to Rails console, we see the logs, and just, okay, at this time we had this call, or at this time we had this call with this params. Let's try to test in our local environment. So we try to do it, and we waste a lot of time to find this in the logs because you need to do this grep, and to try to find exact request, and it's really annoying. So it's a default way to do bug fixing, to do tracking of the actions in the system, and to see it's hidden way to see where the API call, whether the API calls were done or not. So, but the best way, the better way than have just Rails logs just to set up Elastic log stash and Kibana stack. So then we will get the cool Kibana interface, and we have a lot of features. We have a cool filtering features. We have like user map. We can track all the user API addresses, the global map of all the requests, and we can do some kind of reports. It's much more cool than like Rails logs, and it gives us a cool interface. Okay, but it's not also too obvious in some situations, and it's still hard to debug, and it's still hard to get the real problem. So the next stuff that we're building in our system, we just have like an event entity in the system. It consists of like entity, action, user, and some parameters. It's very cool to have this feature in the application because you can do whatever you want. You can do just simple logging of all the events, or you can even build like some analytics features on top of this event log. It can be used in a lot of versions, and I think you also can try to find your own method to use it, I think. And it's also cool to show the customer because he can have an illusion that he can control all the app and see all the actions that were done. For example, our previous customer was very happy to see this. Also about the problem with the third-party services, we had a problem with some custom third-party APIs, and so we decided we need to track all the logs because sometimes they say that they're right, they don't have problems on their side, but if we have an ability to send them all logs of the system, all logs of the calls, we can prove that we are right and so on. So I found a cool, very cool gem, HTTP log, It just allows you to write the logs of all requests with all the headers, with all the body, and with all the requests. And so it's very easy. You just go to the logs, you just take the part log, you send the emails in, say, let's take a look at this, we have this problem, and so on. So I will be happy to hear what do you like in the applications and any questions about this. I'm sorry I'm a bit sick. It was very cold weather this night, and so it was very cold on the train. Thanks. No. What about the background workers? We also track it using our event system, where we just log the event into the database from the worker, and we can track all the history of all the entities where was involved into some action or something like this, and just to perform some background job. And so if we have an exception in the middle of the worker, we logged all the events before that, and after some of the logged event, we don't have anything, we just have an error, and we can see what data had all these entities before the exception or something like this.
Yeah, so under the hood, the ELK stack is doing the REST call with event data, so it can be used in distributed system or something?
Right, you're right. Okay. Yeah, okay. I'm sorry. We currently we're using PostgreSQL for storing all the data, and it works performance pretty good. It works fast, and it covers our needs. Actually, we didn't use it, but if you think it's a cool game, okay. So we just had a task like to track all the events in the system, because we have like some kind of financial system. We need to know all the actions that were performed by user and all the actions that were performed by the administrators. So we built this one, and I think it works really cool because we can build really any features on top of based on this one.
Do you log your logger?
Actually, no. So if our log fails, we will lose all the data. Okay, thanks.